Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. It is the first edition of Saturday Morning Runnings, aired live on Saturdays at 10 a.m. I'm your host, Lady D. Denise Gomez. I hope you're all doing well. Producer of Inside the Zone. Inside the Zone is aired Mondays, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Thursdays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Linkage Radio in Mount Vernon, New York. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my YouTube channel. This week's topic, the American Dream. Who says it's not ours? The journey to the United States of America is bittersweet, especially for people from the Caribbean. Admittedly, for some of us, we landed here without a choice. However, our experiences are the same. But what about our ambition to experience a better life? Yes, the hard decision to leave our families behind was heartbreaking. Yet, despite our sacrifices, doors opened to opportunities we never knew were possible, and our lives changed. God bless America, the American dream. Who says it's not ours? A Saturday morning runnings, come make we talk. The crew on board are Maxine Maxpoint Lyons, Jackie Brainbox Tyson. And as you can well imagine, Charms will be joining us at some point, and we're hoping to see Jen as well. We can't wait to see them. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Happy New
Good
Year.
morning. How are we all
Happy New
doing?
Year.
Blessings to you,
A
Well, I
my
said
dear.
the
Saturday.
accent change for the new year. The
That's
accent. Because we're coming to America.
a Saturday, a Saturday, a Saturday. So we all had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. We chatted about
Mm-hmm.
it, and we talked about, what we would have, what we used to do for the new year, and then the new year flowed in, and now this is the first
Yes.
show for the new year on Saturday morning runnings. Isn't that awesome? It is
Awesome,
awesome.
awesome.
It
Yes.
is
Welcome.
wonderful.
Welcome.
We just can't help ourselves but to say the Lord has covered, protected us, and don't worry, it's not the Lord's right here. It's the other lady right here. So this is not the covering I'm talking about at this at this time. But considering we're talking about the American dream and all that, I thought I do apologize. My studio chair is in her face, but you all know her.
Yes,
Yeah,
we know her.
we know her.
She makes a
Yes.
beautiful crown for you in the background right there.
Uh,
The
uh,
way you're set
Yes.
right, it's
sure.
it just the spikes
Let
just
me
come out like you
let
are
me
the
Look
just
queen.
like she
let me
look
just
like she
You
wearing
see?
the crown.
It
you
looks
let
like it's
me
you wearing that spiked crown.
sure.
Crown.
Yeah.
Yes.
How you both doing? What a wonderful day that we have been given.
Well, we do good enough. Made it
Yes.
into 2023 when I was way younger. We thought of 2023. We think the Lord would have blowing trumpet already. And we
Well,
wouldn't see that there.
yeah.
But here we are in
Mhm.
2023. Thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord.
So, and in
What a
America.
wonderful, and in America, right?
I know. Tell me about it.
So what you
Thought
say,
of
Oh
it,
my
Max?
never
goodness.
dreamed of it, but thank God I made it. Thank God I made it. I'm just so blessed and happy that I'm here, in spite of little tidbits of things that happened. Because I had an experience New Year's Eve. We went out for dinner, and Norman and I came back. And when we got back home, and I walked upstairs and walked into my bathroom and looked into my closet. My closet was on the floor one more time.
Again?
No, Max.
No.
Max, you have to go make
That
some.
It
closet,
came down the
no,
stairs,
the
Norman.
closet
It
is
came
telling
right
her
back.
something. The closet will tell
Yes,
her
I
something.
almost cried, but I didn't
Oh,
cry. I
gee.
took courage and I got undressed out of my fancy clothes and I picked up everything. And so right now, all four bedrooms upstairs, all three of my bedrooms and the couch in my bedroom is laden
It's
with
the
clothes. So
closet.
now
That's
I'm
why
in
the
the
closet was talking
we're
to
in the
you.
middle. Yeah. So now we're redoing it completely. So we already took out the nail holes and painted it and all of that. So we normally made some frames. So we're gonna do it completely different. So I just toss all the regular stuff, all of the frames that was in there, I just toss them out. So that's a makeover for 2023.
New Year makeover.
I didn't plan for it so soon, but I have to do it. So, but thank God I'm here. I'm not complaining. Could have been something else. Could have been worse.
That's right.
Yep.
Once
Yep.
again, good morning, everyone. Welcome. How you all feeling? Put some emojis into your chat, whether it's a clap or some love
I
heart
wanna do.
signs or
Ryan.
something.
Ryan, you eat off all
Pretty
them
it up.
pudding and cake and something. He must be fat like cut pussy here now.
Andrea
Eh?
said, "I'm in the house. Good day." So Andrea
Hi,
was
Andrea.
first.
Good morning. Happy
Andrea
New
was
Year.
first. Happy New Year, Drea. She says, "I'm in the house. Good day." And Ryan says,
Uh,
"Hey, hey." So King, we welcome you. Thank you for being
Hi,
with us
Ryan.
as always. And who is up again? Let's see. Okay. Vero is here.
Vero.
Morning, Vero. Good morning, Lady D and friends. Have a blessed day.
Morning,
Thank
Carolyn.
you. Yes. So, and I'm sure Ryan is laughing about all the cake and so on, so on. So please don't forget to share the link and have your friends subscribe to it and like it and join us on Saturday mornings. We are really anticipating a great year. This year we want to implement some things. So we're a team, we huddle and we brainstorm and stuff. So hopefully as the weeks progress, you'll be seeing some changes. I started off because I just wanted to look at something different for the for the promo. Yesterday, I just sat up and whipped something together quickly just to kick off the idea of something that's going to be great coming forward. So, good morning once again. We're talking this morning, and I'm hoping Sherns and Jen will be able to join us this morning. But of course, we're talking about the American dream, who says it's not ours. And in the script, I mentioned that, the journey to the US is bittersweet, especially for people from the Caribbean. And many of us have now come here and set our foot or space. We have found our space on this soil, and we are so grateful that we are making do and doing well here in this country. We would just like to acknowledge the present. Happy New Year, Jen. You're looking
Happy New Year.
wonderful.
Oh, thank you. The
Jen,
blessings
you
of
look
the Lord.
great. Oh my
Yes.
Thank
God, our
you. The
Jen is
blessings of
back.
the Lord. Wow, you look
Prayer and
nice.
prayer and prayer.
Yes.
Thank
Our
you.
Jen
Thank you.
is back.
Jen, you're looking
You're
awesome.
so
Oh my
Thank you.
gosh,
beautiful. You look
You
nice.
too.
fresh.
Yeah, you guys
Yes.
New
I
too.
Year,
know.
new look.
Yes, you're looking
New
great.
Year.
Good to
It's
see
all
you,
about
girl.
my
Good to
goal
see
is all about me. It's all about me.
That's
Yes, take
right.
care of you. Absolutely, Jen. Good to see you. Really
Yes.
good to see
Good
you
to see
jump
you
in.
guys too. I can't imagine I would miss Lady's face so much.
Oh Lord. Yeah, because we miss you, but we know, we have to just hold on until you can
Yes.
Yeah.
come. So, and I just mentioned your name and said, I just mentioned both your name and Shernet and saying I'm hoping you guys will come in soon. And here you are popping in.
Oh my God, Ryan should be
Yes.
happy. Ryan
Well,
should
Mm-hmm.
be happy.
I
Oh,
guess so.
yeah. See that? My
Ah,
wife.
it's a blessing. The new year is here and we live to see it. So thank God. We live to see the new year. I tell you,
Yes.
the new
Yes.
year gets shorter and shorter and shorter. It's just last year, it was last year. Now this
Mm-hmm.
year. I tell you.
I know. I know. So,
you.
Mm-hmm. So as you know, we are talking about the American dream, the fact that we came here and some of us under extreme circumstances, some you came because they say you should come and you reach.
mm-hmm.
And you
Yes.
never have much stress. Some of us had this stress. Um,
Mhm.
and here we are. No matter how we came here, we agree that we just have to make it work for us.
Oh,
Through thick and thin, it has to work. and what have been some of the challenges that we faced, because we are hosting this platform from across. I sure. Okay. A very happy
Oh,
new
what?
year to the lady.
Oh, what? Look who's
A
here.
very happy new year to the lady. So she has a mission. So we got
Hello.
to end on time this morning because we don't want to.
Yes.
Yes. So, Sharns, you did
Good
what you had to
morning.
do already?
Huh?
You
Good
did what you had to
morning.
do already?
I did indeed.
Okay, great.
Happy New Year, ladies.
Happy
Happy
New
New Year
Happy
to
New
Year.
you
Year.
Hey,
too.
darling, from sunny Jamaica.
Wow.
And look how young, fresh and green Jen is back.
I see her.
Yes.
Pretty
Can
like
you
a
Thank
imagine?
money.
Can you imagine me out here in this pair of sweat?
Oh,
I'm
Oh my
sweating
God.
in the sweats.
oh, you're in the
Sweat.
sweat.
Oh,
You're
yes,
preparing
look
for
Yeah.
at it.
whatever journey you have
Oh,
to
she's
I,
take.
preparing for her
no,
flight.
yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to the airport in a few.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I check in already though.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice, nice. So it's good to see all of us this morning. And so let's
Yes.
start the conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, so look pretty,
We
sir.
we just said hi to our audience, and now we want to just talk about this dream here, this American,
Mm-hmm.
thing. Um how how has it been for you guys? Who wants to go first? Because we just flow in conversation.
Jenny, you haven't been here for a little while. Let's give
Oh
you the
yes.
first
So let
go.
me say, I don't know if I'm the youngest or the oldest, but my journey to America started when I was 27. I was 27-year-old when I came to America. I used to travel before because I used to perform with pantomime. So we used to come to
Oh.
America and perform and go all over like Canada and stuff. But my I ended up here when I was 27 with my son. I remember when my son, I want to thank this girl called Sheol. She was working at the embassy at the time. And I said I was going to leave my son and then come up and see what it is like. She said, no, don't leave your son. Take him with you. I said, I don't have no visa. I didn't go get his visa nor his passport. She said, just give me his passport, $70, and I'll get it for you at the embassy. And she went, she came with it, and I got 10, 5, and that was it. Yes, when I came here, I overstayed my time, so the struggle was real. When you don't come with the right documents, I mean, to stay, it's going to be very, very hard. And I can talk about it now because I am a citizen of America. So them can't come for me. Anyway, I came here and had my mother. My mother was living here then, and brothers, sisters, and everything. But the struggle is real, even if they're there, because yes, 2 weeks come and 3 weeks come, and you're still looking in their face with no money, nothing. You have a child, everything. It's cold. You need jacket, you need boots, you need everything. What you're going to do? What they're going to do? They're struggling themselves. So I had to find ways out to make it. Hustle there, hustle there. I remember one time I sing. I used to sing better than how I'm singing now, and I used to sing on the train and get a few shillings. And they call it panhandlers. I used to cut eyebrows for $5 in the South Bronx. So I mean, I used to do a lot of little things to survive. And my son, I got him into school and everything, and things was much easier then in the sense that you had a lot of 99-cent stores, not even dollar, 99. You could get a slice of pizza for 99 cents, and you could go in the store, walk in, when you go to the 99-cent store, you get everything, juice, cookies, everything for that price. So the struggle was real. I had a shelter, thank God. I never was kicked out of my shelter or on the street with my son. I always had somewhere to rest my head. So that was the blessings. I struggled for many, many, I won't even tell you the years, but I struggled And and sometimes not even man you can't find in America, because some of them, if when they're Jamaica, and you see some man, you just fly past them like a fly. But when you come up here and you sometimes read some desperation measures, you might end up with some man with face fever fly, and you have to just go and date, and them help you out and stuff like that. But I was a hustler, work in Long Island, clean people floor. I'm not afraid to say it, clean people body, everything. You understand me? Those were me not go prim and proper and nice up things. But I always tell myself,
Tell it
I
like it
must
is.
educate myself once I get a chance to. I must educate myself, because I see a lot of young girls, them do little odd jobs, and man kick them out of house and treat them bad and everything. And I see some girls crying, them not have no money, them just lose them job, them McDonald's job or them Wendy's job or all these things. But I always tell myself, I must educate. And right after the years passed and I got an opportunity to get my papers together, I went straight to school. Straight to school. And I go to school. I was even forgetting about working. I was just going to school, getting degrees and degrees and master, and not realizing that I need to work. So my mother said, look here, you're going to be a educated paparazzi person, go to work, go work. And you get your papers now, and and maybe that's why I'm struggling with the job, because I never started it much in the beginning of working. I was just going to school to get all these degrees and all these things. So that was one of my little mistake. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
God bless me that I am able to get what I needed, my goal, and I have other goals that I need to set. You understand me? And we come up here and we eat up the little junk food, and we get. Me used to have a nice little body, no. Me no know where it gone, because you come up here and you see McDonald's, Burger King, and give it free. Because which part of Jamaica you can get McDonald's for dollar and then something there. So your bottom start get big. You can't wear the shorts again. You can't do, and all these things. So
Yes,
it was
ma'am.
a struggle. It was a struggle at the beginning, and it's still struggle, because nobody life is perfect. Nobody life. Sometimes we reach and we get to education and we drop back because of situation. But at least we are here and we achieve most of the things we want to achieve.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. It has been difficult for many people, but as we come on this platform, did you know that there are people who are learning so much each week? There are nuggets that they're able
Yes,
to
I'm sure they are.
and to apply it to their lives. I'm telling you. So we continue to be authentic.
Mhm.
Yeah, continue to be
Tell it
authentic.
like it is.
In keeping with the subject,
Um,
God bless America. I
God bless America
know,
indeed.
I
I'm gonna
know.
run at about 11 o'clock, ladies. So if you don't see me, I gotta pop out.
Okay,
So let's just so
okay.
Jackie, let's just give
So
Sharon
go
the
ahead, Sharon.
opportunity
You go
to
ahead, Sharon.
Yeah, go ahead.
share.
Talk
Oh,
first.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, God bless America in the fact that we have all been able to enter the country, some easier than others. But yet, if but once you enter and you have a mindset to work and to achieve, and you come with a game plan, you are already miles ahead if you have that in place. And I admire people who really, as they said, didn't have it made in the shade. They had to do a lot of stuff, like Jennifer was just saying, but you had a plan and you executed the plan. And what I appreciate we lose to say God bless America, but the opportunities that are afforded us immigrants there are numerous. Sometimes jobs that were, well, mostly jobs and education. So if you were in your country and you weren't able to find work, or you wanted to further your education, you had there the possibility existed that you could even get help to acquire higher education. And back in the, I mean, I migrated when I was in my when I was 23, and I remember, God bless my mother, because she had everything set. Everything set in that we, you know, it's me and my three sisters. So you're talking about four girls, one older, myself, and two younger, and she had everything set. She made sure that, I mean, she shopped, she had a whole wardrobe. We all came, they came in the summer, I came in the fall, but she made sure we were all set as far as um, getting ourselves together, getting acclimated with the way of living. She actually went with me to, because I remember when I came, I hadn't finished college yet, and she said, there is a new thing called a paralegal. I think you should do it. And I said, I never heard of paralegal and stuff before. But this was a, and then computer programming and all those things were just coming on board. So education is something that she pushed us towards. And, you know, migrating and starting a new life, you know, was very easy for me because she had a very solid foundation laid. I didn't have, I mean, I worked part-time primarily because I wanted to, but she had everything laid as far as, I mean, I could live. I lived with her, matter of fact, for 3 years before I left and went on my own. And she told all of us, look, stay with me until you guys are, you know, ready to go on your own, have your own place, set a good foundation and go. So I really thank God for my mother and the foundation that she laid. She made sure that we entered the country, you know, armed with the resources to move forward and to achieve. I admire those who were less than prepared and yet persevered. But I thank God for America because the things that we have achieved, my whole intent had been to enter the country, contribute, not just to come in and take what I could get, but come in and contribute to society, contribute to the, you know, whatever I could, and then take myself out of there. Because, like I had said before, I reluctantly came. I was quite fine where I was, but because my mother already had this blueprint for our lives, I fell in. But, you know, the opportunities that have been afforded to me, I am sure that if I was here, I would not have had those opportunities because, you know, we were able to like pick, choose, and refuse. Here, I remember when I left high school, it was the days of pull string. You got to pull a string, you got to pull a string, pull a string. Who know who? And it was very difficult. So I thank God for the opportunity and, you know, whatever I have been able to acquire and what I've been able to contribute over the years.
Mm-hmm. Right. Jack, you were gonna say something now. Your time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
No, I was saying, in keeping with the subject, you know, God bless America. I know of people right now who have their profession in Jamaica, a teacher especially that I know, whenever it hits the summer and she's out of school, she takes a plane and she comes here because this is where she makes her money working as a housekeeper. Because as much as she's a teacher in Jamaica, it doesn't help her, you know, to she can't make ends meet. So therefore, she comes here, and this is where she makes her money in the summer, so she can go back and take care of her family, her kids, and so she can maintain her car, so she can get to school. She's not giving up her loyalty to the country. It's
Mm-hmm.
just that the little opportunity financially, it can help her, and she makes that trip every year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
not many places you can do that. As much as we may talk, you have people who talk against America and whatever. One day I said to somebody, then why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
Why are
Jackie,
you
what
in the
did you
people in
do
the
in
country?
Jamaica? Jackie, what did you do in Jamaica?
I worked for the tourist board when I was in
Oh,
Jamaica.
okay.
Yeah, I worked for a tourist board, TPDCO, and I worked there for several years. When I decided to come here, my boss was upset with me. She didn't speak to me. And worse, I told her at the time that I was pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
and she was mad beyond belief. And I came here, and when I went back, I didn't have a job. When I had the baby and I went back, I didn't have a
Wow.
job, so I had no choice but to turn back and come here.
Mm-hmm.
And the struggle started there,
Right.
But I was working
Wow.
here.
Yeah, yeah. Your time, Maxie. Your time, Maxie.
Wow. We come from far always I work hard. Money never know. You see me glory, but you don't know my story. I had to write
Mm.
that song, ladies, and I'm talking and I'm welling up with tears and I'm getting the chills because my stories in this country, there are many. I mean,
Yes.
I do a lot of writing because that's the only way to let loose what's up here and what's in here. I came to this country on a visitor's visa. I was 28. I was 30 something. I think it was 32. I've been here 28 years, believe it or not. This year's 28 years. I came on a visitor's visa. I used to go back and forth. So I would come and spend 5 months, 4 months. The first time I came, I spent 5 months plus. Almost a whole 6 months. And I worked. I looked for job. God bless my sister-in-law who just passed in peace. She was my savior. She was my rock. She spoiled me beyond. She spoiled me beyond. She was the one that did everything for me. She took me to stores to shop for clothes because I didn't come here with a lot of clothes, now winter clothes. And of course, she took me to agency so I could find a job. I came here with a college degree, but I worked in somebody's house. Wash them underwear. Yes, that's what I said. I washed their underwear. Iron them t-shirt, which I never used to. Look after them piece, as my song said. And I did that, and I did elderly care, and I did restaurant. You name it, we did it, both myself and my hubby. He ran taxi, not official taxi, but bootleg taxi, so to speak. We opened up restaurants in the Bronx, and we never had documents. All that we had was a tax ID when we opened that restaurant.
I opened up
I
daycare
watched.
center, never had nothing.
Yes, we just had a tax ID. That's it.
I
Never
started
had any
babysitting in my house.
document. Let me tell you something. People who are listening right now, these are just some of the stories. And while we were creating our own stories, we were hearing stories while we were running restaurants. People
Yes.
came in and told us their stories, and they didn't even know our story. Okay, but just being here as America is like a big university, guys. You don't have to go to a formal classroom to learn. Just being here,
Hmm.
you learn. I've never been in a formal educational setting in this country, but I've learned so much. I feel like I'm in a university, and I mean that. But
I
I
love that.
cannot
I love how you
complain
said that. Yeah.
in spite of all the negatives and in spite of all the struggles, a lot of them that I've been through. I have to say, thank God I survived it. Thank God I made it. Simple
Hmm.
things that I would not be able to do if I was living in Jamaica, I was able to do it here.
Hmm.
In Jamaica, people go to the doctor when they get sick. When they get sick and are dead, that's when they go to the doctor. Here in America, I've been able to go to the dentist, check my teeth, get my cleaning and everything every 6 months. I'm able to go to the doctor, get my eyes checked, get everything. A lot of people in Jamaica cannot afford that. So they sound simple, but for me, they're big deals because a lot of folks in Jamaica, sometimes people end up dying
Yeah.
because they don't get a checkup. I can do a physical every 6 months and feel good about that. Those are simple things that I feel good about
Yeah.
being able to accomplish. I've been able to publish a
Yes.
book. I know if I was in Jamaica, I would have not had that opportunity. In spite of my writing skills, it probably would never
Hmm.
happen. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
thankful to be here, really very thankful. And I mean, I could go on and go on, but there's so much I have to say
Yes.
right now. As Bob Marley said, so much things to say that
So much
I can't
things to
take all
say
the
right now. You
yes
know something,
to say right.
I used to come and go, and after a while, because when you're in Jamaica, you're young, having your early years, you start working. We like to tell everybody how we are go up, and we know we are uppies. Everybody are go up at some point, and we were
We
taking
go
a
up.
lot.
That's why I used to think that America is in the sky.
we we go up,
Remember that,
right?
Jen?
Right. So we used
Why
to,
you did fool?
because I worked in some really reputable companies back home, and so
Mm-hmm.
Everybody used to take them vacation, man, and you come up and you come shop and you see how the dollar flow and all of that. And you stay with people and they're nice to you and so on. And then when I realized I needed to make a decision, and the decision wasn't made for my own personal selfish reasons. And so I came with great expectations that it would benefit my son. But after I came and I found that it was really way more than I thought, the possibility of that happening. At the time, I wasn't even as connected to anybody. When you come, you just move through and you go back home. So you don't really
Mhm.
set any great foundation with people who can say, well, hey, if you're going to do this, this is how you need to do. And they guide you. That wasn't the case. So I had just got up. I can tell anybody I never made no pray to the Lord and say, direct me. Intellectually, I just said, this is the way to go. And I did it. Anyway, so that fell through. However, I came into a job, thankfully. So I did babysitting at first, and then I moved into other areas, and the Lord opened the doors for me. Today, and I already shared how at some point I would walk the whole of White Plains Road trying to get walk out White Plains Road, which I discovered is not only just down to Gun Hill and White Plains, right? It's way further. And I've
Way
had
Yes, it
far
is
side.
going and going and going and
going and
going.
Going and going.
and
Yeah.
I did the going and
White
going.
Plains Road is like Boston Road.
Even in the winter, I'm walking because at one point I was
Yeah,
working. But the Lord has always been there
Mm-hmm.
for me. And, you know, I knew that at some point something have to break. The Lord would have to open a way. And there are still other things that I am still waiting on Him for. But when I see what I can do now and saying to myself, but if I were still in Jamaica, the way my life was at that time, I would not have been able to do it because I was stretched. I
Yeah.
was so stretched. I
Mm-hmm.
had to put certain things on hold for my son, and so when I see what's happening today, I can only say, I thank God for this country. This is my
mhm.
domicile. This is a place where I
Yes.
I I I earn, I rest my head at nights, where I mingle with people, where I worship God. This is the place I cannot curse the country.
Mm-mm.
No,
I can't curse. I cannot be
no,
ungrateful
no.
because if it was a dollar that somebody and it's just the other day I was saying to someone that, you know, I remember for a long time I didn't earn more than X amount of money. It's like that's where I'm stuck.
Me too.
Didn't earn past a certain figure. But still,
Mhm.
I was able to still take care of him, my needs, what have you. And when I see today that, people recognize me for, because media, it would have been very difficult for me to get
Yes,
in
Yes.
Jamaica.
Uh-huh.
Here,
yes.
you can actually go into some place, even if you don't know where you're doing, you get the platform, you make use of it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just New Year, Christmas, New Year's Eve, the Jamaica Diaspora Council, which is a worthy recognition,
Mm-hmm.
chose to worthy me out 60 people.
Praise God.
And I
And
am
you were one of them.
one of the 60.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
Amen.
Awesome.
Doesn't get any better, trust me.
You see what
Awesome.
I'm saying? And I believe there
Yep.
is so much more that I will be able
Awesome.
to do.
Awesome.
So I give God thanks and not curse the country. Sometimes you hear
No.
people when they're going to work,
No.
they must trace the boss, they must trace
Mm-hmm.
everything, even the children they take care of. There is something bad, some bad utterances that they are
Mm-hmm.
declaring and so on. We have to be careful because we don't, it's the same money you're
Yeah.
hoping to get when payday come. If
Yeah.
they look at you
Yeah.
and say,
Yes.
we don't
True.
want you anymore, it becomes a big deal.
You might curse your blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You might curse your blessing.
True.
So
Yeah.
this God bless
Yeah.
America, thing, we know the country is in a state of a very chaotic setting. Look how long it took to just elect one speaker.
Mhm.
Did they
You know,
actually?
there you go. They finally did. So we should really be grateful
They did. I
for
didn't even
what
know
we
that no more.
have. Yes, we should be grateful for what we have and not kick against.
No. No. Because
I've done a lot here.
after
I've done a
after
lot.
after I went back and realized that I no longer had a job, I would have to go find a job having this young baby and whatever. And when I turned back and I came here, luckily it was his father who insisted, I came here to have the baby.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you need to come here and have, because he lived here. And he insisted, and I said, no, all my family is in Jamaica. I have only one cousin on Eastchester Road in the Bronx. And that's my mother's cousin. And I don't have any other family. I'd rather be around my family. And he said, you should come here and have the baby. And I think that was the best thing I did, because sometimes it was that food that week gave that baby that I ate.
Right.
You
When
know
I
what is
went
the
to
good
pick
thing
up the
about
week.
coming here? One
Mhm.
good thing about coming here, you learn a lot of skills. Because I
Yeah.
never know. Listen to me.
Mhm.
I remember doing painting in Manhattan. I used to paint the skyscraper buildings in Manhattan.
Mhm.
Climb on ladder, and you have two colors all in the office with the white man coming and looking. Wow, this lady can paint. Me no know nothing about painting, but I had to learn the craft to get some money. And
Right.
you cut in white and blue,
Yes.
cutting, not even that tape. And my hand me use and just go around the place with the two colors. And there's a bagel place on Montague Street. I climbed ladder way up that place and painted that building. So that is one skill I learned. Me never know nothing about nurses' aid. Me never know about home
Me
health aid.
too. Me
I know
too.
about oil lifter, where you put the patient, and nobody taught me. I had to teach myself because it was a private case, and there was nobody to come in. And when the girl gone, and me have to take over, and me learn it and everything, and me sit, and the people them always gravitate to me and everything. I'm always loved. Thank God. Thank God.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
even if I make a little fumble, them,
Yes.
there's always room for help.
Right.
And
Right.
what else we do? Clean house bigger than any three house put together.
Mm-hmm.
Clean house. Me used to as me say cut eyebrow. Me used to braid here, and make a little
Me
$20
too.
on Saturdays.
Bring the kids them
And
here.
remember,
Mm-hmm.
Jackie. So me used to do a lot of stuff, you know, and it make you open up your skills.
Yeah.
Skills.
Yeah.
Right when I go to school, I did a degree in theater. I did playwright with one of the most, prestigious playwright. He passed away, but I met a lot of people, and you also meet people, and it inspire you to go on.
And
Whatever
one
you
thing I
go on.
appreciate is that no job is looked down on.
Mhm.
No.
Because
No,
no,
sir.
because when we're back home, I remember back in the day, I don't know if that has changed, but people would say, you tell somebody you're a garbage man, is that them looking down on you and you're garbage and picking up. And
Mhm.
here, the garbage man is one of the not only that he's the
Top
top
paid.
paying person on the block, but he's
Right.
respected.
You
There
save more.
you go.
He's a well respected person, the
Yes.
garbage man.
Mhm.
You
Me
know,
just
so
come,
and
and when
nothing
me
is
come
looked
America,
down
me,
on.
me, me, me know about money management. Me never know about money management. And when I make money, me don't know what to do with it. Me say, Jesus. Me see $10 and I say, I will for money that. You know, me don't know, so me take out $2 and put it up. You just spend and go sweetie shop or fast food and eat and, you know, have a good time. And the other day I was telling somebody, I learned about money management now in my old age. Like if you have $10, if you make $200, this is something like that. If you make $200 this week and you pay, say you pay $100 for your rent for that week, and you buy food for $30 and stuff, put away $80 or whatever the amount, and put it on to the next week. You understand me? And then you look, you make 200, you look, you say, oh, I made $280 this week. So I can put away another, you understand me? So I learned that is my little tactics. You know, put away something for they say rainy day. But you know, when you come America, you see money, it now line the street, but at least you see it more than what you'd have seen in Jamaica.
Right.
Well, like they say, failure to plan is planning to fail, you know. So people who come, you have some people who come and they have an entire blueprint. They come and they give themselves a specific amount of years and they have their whole stepping stone, their whole vision board, all of that stuff laid out and they follow it to the T. And what I can appreciate, I came back in on the tail end of Jackie saying something. Sometimes, you know, God help us that it's a skill set or a talent that you may have had in your home country and you take that with you to the States and it propel you into success. The
Yeah.
person who look at Golden Cross, they had a secret family party recipe that was laying dormant for years. And after a while, they decide, okay, let's try with it. And now it's a big franchise. So sometimes,
Yes.
you know, yeah, you know, skill sets that we look at, well, we don't even, it might be something you think is a hobby. And you say, oh, I like to do so and so, whether it's baking, it's frying dumpling, it's catering, whatever it is. And it propels you. So if you have a vision, if you have a set of rules for yourself then because a lot of people go and see opportunities and it gets squandered and we know how time go once time gone time is just gone
That's
so
right.
sometimes
I agree.
you figure out better if you sit and count your coins and you plan and you say, okay, you know, whether you come and live with family, like for me, I was able to comfortably live with family, live with my mother, my sisters.
Right.
We were not given any timeline to move out and all of that stuff. So you were able then to say, all right, you add 5 and 5, 10 and 5, 15, and you keep going until you feel like you reach somewhere where you can help yourself and help others. And then you decide to branch out while you have other people who come up and they shop till they drop. I used to get crazy when I see sales. I used to tell my mother, oh, I have to get it because it's a
Yeah,
1 day
yeah,
sale.
yeah.
You see Macy's add JC Penney
Yes.
add and they say 1 day sale. And I always tell her, I say, it's gonna be gone. And she said, believe me, every
Mm.
week is a 1 day sale.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I tell you come now, sale
Yes,
on. And
good.
yeah, she always tell me that. So it's a lot that you know I learned from her because this thing we call foreign, it's strange to us.
It's true.
And we have the vim,
Yeah.
we have the zeal, we have the desire, and we make up our mind and say, may I go, may I go try it.
The
But
other
it
one we
just
started
don't.
seeing. When the other one we started Conway.
Repeat what you said, Jan. You broke up a while ago.
Conway.
Oh, yes. I remember
Oh,
Oh,
buying.
Conway.
Conway, yes,
Yes.
I
Conway.
remember
Yes.
When I was
Conway.
started, I think.
Oh, yes. I used
Yes,
to
I
go
used to
down
go
there and
there a
And the
lot.
jacket,
Yes, and
when you
so,
buy
oh,
the jacket,
Lord.
Just
make
like
sure you
Connie,
have money to
you
buy another jacket next week because when you zip it spoil.
I used to buy sweaters from them. This is sweaters I would buy.
I still have a
Clothing I
present.
never
I
did,
still
but
have a
the
I
present.
used to
sweaters
I
love
I
think
their
did.
quilts. Oh my goodness.
And this is
But you
why
know
I'm
what gets me though?
there's some
What gets me though,
right.
ladies, are those people who they came from humble beginnings in Jamaica. All right, they come here and they struggle, just like we're saying, they struggle, and then something worked out for them. Then they have a family member or a friend that they invite to come to this country, and then they eventually treat them like
Yes.
they're not coming from the same place or the same situation.
Yes.
And that gets me. That gets me when
But
it's
don't
really
worry.
unnecessary.
Don't worry, those deeds don't go unpunished.
No.
Exactly. And I've
They
seen it,
don't.
They don't go unpunished.
experienced
Yeah.
it too.
Mhm.
And I like what Shernick was saying about the skill
You
in
know?
Jamaica, and you work on it and achieve it here. And I remember I used to
Yeah.
do a lot of dolly drawing. I used to do a lot of dolly drawing. Draw. Every paper me catch me draw. Now I am doing face painting and I draw on the face. Last night I was at a place with pure Spanish. Appear, como está? What a not understand a thing. But they appreciated the art so well. The line was long wrap round at the police center, the police club. And
Wow.
I said, look at this. I used to do so. If I was in Jamaica, I maybe wouldn't make it like I don't make it big yet, but at least there is those opening for me to make it big because the whole of Tampa hear about me already.
That's
That's,
good.
oh my
Wow.
God, you know about you're the best and all of that. And all I do is draw on the face. I remember the art. If the kids say, I want a dog, I want a this. By the time me for looking at my phone for see our dog look, me have to think about it in my head and draw it on their face because the line is so long. And I said,
Yes.
look at this. The art I had in Jamaica, it is now here. You
Yes.
understand me? So I can
Yeah.
expound on it if I want.
And you
And
can
that's how I
earn from it.
started my baking.
Yeah.
That's how I started my baking here because it's something that my mother and my grandmother would do. Like somebody in the church may have a wedding or, she bakes for family or whatever, but never as a business.
Mhm.
And I met a young lady when I was going to Bronx Community College, and that's another story. And and that's another thing I need to be thankful for because in Jamaica, I wouldn't get my education paid for like that,
Mhm.
But I went to school and I invited her to my apartment for Thanksgiving because she was going through a rough time. And I told her, bring your son, bring your kids. And I baked, and she was going off to a job in New Jersey. So I made dinner and I baked, and I gave her one of the cakes to bring with her. And I said, it's okay, you can leave your son here. My son is here, and they're the same age, so they can have fun together while you go off to work. She was so relieved. The
Mhm.
lady said, she called me back. She said she eat off the cake before she reached George Washington Bridge.
Oh, Lord.
Oh dear.
She
Oh.
said she eat off the cake before she reached George Washington Bridge, and she called me back when she reached, and she said, you need to start selling these cakes.
Well, can I tell you something? New Year's Day, the same crew that we hung out together for Christmas Day.
Oh, okay.
We went out to another friend for New Year's Day, and so I took the cake because we had only taken small snippets. I didn't have any of the cake on Christmas Day. Just a few slices were taken out. So I took it over on Monday. And I mean, when when the couple tasted the cake, they and another person we met, they were just all over the cake, Jackie. And they were saying, and I'm like, if you want, I could ask her. I know she has kind of wrapped up because school is coming on and stuff now, but you really do a good job. The
Thank
cake
you.
is tasty. So, we commend you for that.
Nice.
One of the first customers
Awesome.
I had was Sharneth,
Mhm.
this lady right here.
Yay! Yay!
She was
Yes.
one of the first customers I had.
Yes, that's so
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Let us
I never know
acknowledge
you
our
could bake
guests.
because I knew Jackie long time before you guys. And I
Yes,
never
that's
knew
true.
Jackie could bake. I never seen no baking in her.
Because I
So,
wasn't doing it
you see.
then. I didn't have anywhere to bake in people's house and all of that.
Yeah. Let's say hi to our audience as they're in the chat. So Charles, he says, I too can say,
Two can
thank
say.
God for America. I was able to educate my children and able to achieve some things that I couldn't have done back home. There you
Yeah.
go. Mhm.
Viola.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Okay,
morning,
greetings.
Angie. How are you? That's Angie right there. Brenda
Oh,
says, "Good
hi,
morning,
Angie.
beautiful
Happy New Year,
queen,
Angie.
and a blessed and amazing 2023 to you. All God's richest blessings." Thank you, thank you. Hey,
Yeah, thank you,
Paula.
Brenda.
Paula,
Thank
it's so
you.
good to see
Hi,
you.
Paula.
Morning. I know Paula from back home. Yeah.
Okay, ladies, I gotta run, otherwise I'm gonna miss this flight. You hear?
Oh, so you text
Okay.
me when you
All
land.
right,
Okay.
take care.
Send a
Blessings.
text
Yes,
when
Safe
you land.
travel.
Safe
When
thank
travel.
you.
You
All right.
checking the dulce. You checking the dulce, Mina, yeah.
Yes, she
Yes,
did.
they can pack and left over the
Long time.
airport.
Great.
Yes,
Early. She's
so
checking
I
early.
am I am
Okay.
coming to America.
Okay.
All right, come to
Take
America.
care.
Travel
Leave that.
Pleasure
safely.
to
Bye.
receive you.
All right, love.
All right.
All
Safe
right.
travel. Yeah.
Our child says, Jesus, thank you for what you have done for us coming to this country. Absolutely. She
Mhm.
says, this is why it hurts me
Yes,
so much when you try to help family members back home and they are not appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
not
Mhm.
get it.
Yes,
True,
Paula,
true.
morning. Paula. Yeah, hey, Paula, good to see you. So, we have to say, thank God for America. Because a lot of
Yes.
things that we are doing now, we wouldn't have been
Yes.
able to do it.
No.
Yes.
We would
I
not
remember I
have
was
been able
sick,
to
Yeah,
do it.
there's
very ill,
one
and I
more
went
thing
to
I wanted to
Jacoby.
share.
Go, Jen.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I was saying that I
Okay.
was sick and I went to Jacoby Hospital, and I came. They said you must show, like, when you go to the administration to do your financial thing, and I had to do a
Mm-hmm.
surgery, and they said, "Do you have a social?" I said no, and then they said, "Do you have a passport?" And I said yes. They said, "Bring a passport, show that proof that I came in the country and I got sick." And I said,
Mhm.
"Which country does
Mhm.
Jamaica don't even do?" And then they took it, and the surgery cost like $10,000, and they said they're gonna do it for me, just
Mhm.
like that.
Yep.
You
Mhm.
understand me? So it's like, why wouldn't I be appreciative of America? Why wouldn't I take some of
Exactly.
their culture with
Yes,
me? You
Mhm.
understand
absolutely.
me? I'm
Mhm.
American, but I am also an American citizen, because
Yes.
America helped me. Jamaica did help me in their own way. So America helped me. I have to be appreciative of America, because if it
Mhm.
Yeah.
wasn't America, I may be dead already. Go ahead,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maxine.
So Charles
Yeah,
says, can you
what I was
1 second, Max, 1 minute. Charles says, can you
okay.
ask Miss Jackie to send me a couple of pictures about her cake? My granddaughter is having her sweet 16 shortly.
Oh.
Yes. Right. Yeah. So you can let me,
Okay,
Awesome.
uh,
Charlie.
I
This
can
is a
connect
move.
you with Charles. Business.
Yeah.
I can connect
Okay,
you
so
with her.
what I was about to say,
Go ahead, Max.
okay. What I was about to say that as a child growing up, there were two things that I dreamed of. Two things. And I've accomplished those two things living in this country. I have always wanted to see my name in print, what my name would look like on a book. Seriously, as a child, that's how I thought. I've always wanted to be an artist. When I was a little kid, asked me, what do you want to do? I would say an artist. And I mean singer artist. And I've
Mhm.
accomplished both. Published a book and have more to publish, Deep
Mhm.
Thoughts, and I've done tracks in music. And
Mhm.
somebody asked me, one of my in-laws asked me more than one occasion, why you chose to do music now? And he hasn't said why, he didn't explain why he asked, but I figure it's referring to my age. Why at this age
Mhm.
you choose to do music? It's always wanted to do as a little girl growing up. But this is the time, this is the opportunity I've gotten here in this
Right.
country. Positive, if I was living in Jamaica,
Exactly.
it would never
Mhm.
happen, ladies. Happen.
And
And we
it
have to look
doesn't
at life
matter.
and does matter. Don't think about age. Just look about your age. If you see the need and you have the drive to do something, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Age
Look at
doesn't matter.
Kentucky.
Age
Look
is
at
just a number.
Kentucky.
Just go for it. Those
Kentucky
two things I've
developed
always
this.
wanted to do, and I am happy that I accomplished them.
Right.
Very
There you
happy
go,
Yeah.
that I
Max.
accomplished them because I've
There you
always
go.
wanted
And
it,
that's the
and
beauty
I've done
about
really
this
successful.
country, you know.
Yes.
That's the beauty about this country. Age, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter. 90
Mm-hmm.
years old can be seated in a
Mm-hmm.
classroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does
Yes.
not
Classroom,
matter.
yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And nobody bother you.
Anything, what I observe, here, people don't really look at what you drive as long as you have a little car.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
People don't really pay
You're
attention to your
right.
car. It don't matter.
Mm-hmm. Don't
Mm-hmm.
matter.
And they don't pay,
And
they
No
don't,
always
matter.
no, and
all
it's
those
true.
kids that used to go to school in name brand shoes and name brand clothes. When you come to Florida, some of them pajama they wear come to school. You
Yes.
understand me? When you come to
And in
Florida,
New
the people
York.
go to Walmart and buy shoes. And them appreciative or Ross or Burlington and them something they can put on shoes. And it not have to be name brand. They just put on their shoes and they put on their clothes
Yeah.
and they come to school. You know?
As
Mhm.
So
long as you're in
they go
school.
up in that sense. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But it's 11 o'clock. But I just want to say that all of us who are in this country, we may fall on hard times, but still be grateful when you
Yes.
have an income that is able to take care of your rent. You might fall short here. Somebody may have to help you out at some point. And if they do, they too have to be thankful that they are earning to be able to bless you. They might not be able to bless you
Mm-hmm.
right away
Yes.
because time hard is not all the time you're going to just have it
Mm-hmm.
flowing like that. Sometimes you're going to have to
Flowing, yes.
ask for help.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, the employer, we complain about our employers, but still we're looking for the pay.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
teach us, Lord, to be grateful
Put up with it.
because you don't know the
Mm-hmm.
dire straits you're going to find yourself in when you really don't have a job.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen that with
Yes.
people. Be grateful. This is where
Mm-hmm.
we say we live, even if it's short term. Some
Mm-hmm.
people will say they may not go back home wherever home is, but still be thankful for what you make. We know people exploit people. Those
Yep.
things, that's for another
Absolutely.
conversation. But still,
In what country are you gonna get money coming to your account when you're not working?
that's for that.
Look what happened during COVID.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who paid taxes
yeah, we got money.
spent money
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
to help you to take care of your rent.
Yes.
Job,
So you
my
have
job
to
Oh
be
was
Lord,
working
tell
grateful.
me
home
about it.
job.
Yeah.
Listen, that
I
are the
was working
most
in
tithes
home.
me pay. That the most tithes I pay because when I see money coming in where I didn't work for,
There you
and the
go.
first money came out and I pay my
Yeah.
tithes.
It's not a right, it's a privilege. And a lot of
That was
us
the
walk
first money come
around.
out
Yeah, we walk
because
around
Privilege,
with that
yeah.
yeah,
privileged persona.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
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 You
But we're
know?
not to give up. I just want
Eventually
to close with
you
Oh,
can
this.
get it.
I
Going
don't
to the
believe in giving
Lord
up. I have
glory.
been sick a couple. This is the second Christmas I have been sick in the hospital, and I'm telling you, I never gave up. My father always say, you're coming up back again, right?" And I said, "Yes." You never. The worst part of it is when you stay down. You must rise
mhm.
back and go for it. You understand me? And I have my talent yesterday when I drove and I did all those faces. And sometimes just the encouraging words and the children saying thank you and the smile on their face, it makes me want to go on. And it makes me want to go on. It makes me want to me thinking in my head, I want to go higher. But God has to
Mhm.
be in the midst. And then I said to myself, America open up so many doors for us to achieve so many things. Education, affirmative action. Education is practically free in New York. You understand me? It's
Yeah.
practically free. Unless you want to go somewhere in the private schools, then you're going to have to pay money. But if you go to the public schools,
Mhm.
you don't have to
Public
pay
schools.
nothing. And I
Yeah.
hear Jamaican people say they send their picnic at school because they have to pay for education. Education supposed to be free for the children. And America make that possible. The only thing they need to work on is the healthcare, and the healthcare is kind of, I don't know if it's picking up because they start to do part C now where you can get your eye and your vision and all those things. So
Mhm.
it kind of improving a bit now. But I'm telling you, America open up the door for us to achieve all what we want to achieve.
Yeah.
All what we
My
want to
boss had told me
achieve.
that I
It's
can. She said, "All right, you're leaving. You go to school. Are you going to school?" She said, "There's school that you can learn to make even ice cream." I think those were her last
yes,
words to me. She
Mhm.
everything,
said, so I
everything
took that
about the
literally.
house.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she said, "I can go to
Skill.
school
I'm
to
not
make ice
talking to get
cream."
a. Yeah, I'm not saying you must go to school and become doctors and lawyers. Get a skill,
Mhm.
Yes.
mechanic,
Mhm.
engineering. You know, like learn to fix
Yeah.
fridge, learn to fix stove, learn to fix. Build up
Mhm.
a furniture or something. Your skills to be learned. But
Yeah.
sometimes we just late.
Yeah.
Some people just late and don't
Lazy.
want to go. It's just a lazy mentality why some people don't achieve. But me, when me get sick, me in my bed in my sick that I think, what am I going to do next? So this not work for me.
That's me.
You understand me?
That's me.
Then me
Mhm.
I was
just
most miserable when I
go.
was laying down, when I had those surgeries and I was laying down.
Yeah.
As soon as I could move again, and I wasn't even well, I wasn't even completely healed. As soon as I could move again, I was up and about finding stuff to do. And one of the
Mhm.
first things I did was sign up for school again. And
Mhm.
here I
There you go. So,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, we talk about the American dream, but who says it's not ours? If you find
exactly.
that you're not pushing hard enough to achieve something, don't think about the hard knocks all the time, because it's at that point you're
Mhm.
just going to get all bent out of shape, depressed, and so on.
Mhm.
No, man, get up. This is 2023 and we are moving forward.
I
Nobody
must
gets
say
it.
how proud I am of you ladies, all of you
Yes,
ladies
thank
here,
you.
from where you're coming from and what you have achieved. I admire you. I admire your strength. Lady D, you have achieved way more than people who live here. Maxine,
Mhm.
Jennifer, I mean, I know Jennifer from way back. And to see where you are now and how you started there and the things that you have accomplished. I'm just meeting Maxine, but then you when you explained all the things that you're just a woman of our heart. So I
Yes,
must say, from one peer to the next,
Yeah.
I appreciate you ladies and I congratulate you for what you have achieved.
yes. Thank you, Jack. And we commend you as well, which is
Perfect.
why, you know, when we
Thank
come
you.
here each and every Saturday, we know people are waiting to hear what we will share, what our experiences are. And our audience, they too, they share from time to time, and we appreciate it. And so this Saturday morning runnings here, it's one of those all-inclusive, multifaceted platforms. Hey, Carson, you know,
Unscripted.
yes,
Okay, sir.
yeah, we have to say thank God because it's His grace, right? It's the favor that He has bestowed upon
Mhm.
us. It's nothing that, we are worth, really. So we're grateful and we're wrapping up now. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. It's a very busy morning for us. I'm choir director, so I'm going now to an audition.
Okay.
You know, we
Okay.
because since the COVID, we had to shut down all of those
Okay.
activities and so on. But
Quiet.
yes, choir is coming back, so we have audition at 12 o'clock. Uh, but
Oh,
yes, but
which
certainly
is
we'll
just
be
around the
back. So
corner.
again, happy New Year to everyone, and thank
Happy
God for
New
those who we
Year.
bless, who bless us.
Yes. Bless
You
us,
know,
ladies.
and
Thanks for your
yeah,
prayers and everything. Yeah, you guys are really
See you
great.
again,
Yeah.
Jen.
We
Good
keep
to see you up. You look great.
yes, you're looking great
Stay
yeah,
too.
well.
thank
I'm gonna
Stay
you.
see
love,
how
stay
far you
blessed,
are
stay
because I want to
safe.
see if one day I can drive up there.
Yes, yes, yes. It's not it's far. It's not far if you do it one time, it just take a little trip,
Yeah, it's
and
a trip.
one day I may come
The
there
first
with
time I
you,
look for
never
it,
know.
that's never easy.
It's a trip. But we'd like to thank
Okay.
everyone for joining us this morning. And please don't forget, because sometimes we get so engrossed in our conversations,
Ryan, thanks
I
Ryan.
forget to tell I forget to say subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Share the link with
Yes.
someone. Just like it, and it will keep popping up. Every now and again, you're scrolling through, you'll see Saturday morning runnings and the show
Mhm.
itself inside the zone. So, Max, you know how we do, Max. We
Yes,
didn't do
Max
that for
Force
a few
here.
weeks. Hmm.
Yes, that's
Go
true.
ahead.
All right, so you can find me on all social media platform. I control Facebook. I'm the owner of Facebook. Second one, I just kidding. But you can if you if you need me to perform music or poetry, link me up. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, all downloadable platforms. You can find me, all social media platforms. You can also find my songs, all of my 9 tracks, on all downloadable platforms. I have a show that's coming up in 25th of March. I'm looking forward to that performance. You can get tickets at the Waynall show on Facebook. So thank you again for this platform, Sister D, and you have a great day.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the pudding pan came out of nowhere, and here we are. I want to take it to higher heights, but as soon as I'm finished with school, I'll do that. So it's still the pudding pan, and you can find me at puddingpantop@gmail.com or 917-533-2380.
Okay. And Jen, I need new promo from you. It's about time now. That is
No, that is
done.
not it. That was yes, that's it. Okay, so I'm not giving enough on tutoring because as an educator and believe in education, I am here to help the children achieve that goal in their later life. So they have to get it done from now. So I do virtual tutoring of all subjects, and my number is 347-961-2620, or contact me at bronxjennifer@aol.com. I do it 7 days a week. I go with your time, whatever time is available for you, but get the kids ready, because if they're not ready now, then won't be able to I have no problem with flipping burgers, and because somebody have to work there, but it should not only be their full-time job but a part-time or something that they stepping forward to get to what level. So I want the kids of today to achieve greatness. Okay, so I am here for tutoring. So contact me, or if you know anyone who needs tutoring, children need tutoring, please contact me.
We use the service.
Okay, thank you.
We use Jen's
Yes,
service.
Jackie, yes, yes. Thank you, Jack.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. And so I hop on over to yours truly. Okay. I am the, oh, stop. I don't know what it's doing this morning. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Alrighty. So I am presenter and producer of Inside of the Zone. It's a twice weekly radio program aired on Linkage Radio in Mount Vernon, New York. On Mondays, the show is called The Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. It's to 7 p.m. And on Thursday, that segment is Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. I do a lot of interviews, special features, health, immigration, just about every area of interest that is so well needed to the viewing and listening audience. And on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m., here we have Saturday morning runnings. I'm also an MC, a voiceover specialist. I do voiceovers for radio, TV commercials, audiobooks. I'm a playwright, and stage management production is also one of my fortes. So I am on a mission now to gain wealth. That's it for this year.
Amen.
Yep. So we'd
Claiming
like
it.
to
Okay.
bless everyone and say, enjoy your
Yeah.
weekend,
Thanks to the
everyone.
audience.
And
Thanks to the audience for your
again,
comments.
Happy New Year and blessings, blessings to
Yes,
you,
happy New Year.
ladies. We have to huddle this
Blessings
week
and love.
because we need to do stuff
Okay,
needs to be
yes.
done.
Lady D, could you put this on your agenda one day? We must have like here somebody said they're gonna do it, so I said okay, let's try it. They call it reunion, not really a reunion, but like
A review.
meet up. No, like you meet up with your people who is on the comment, your audience, and with the people
Mm.
involved, and we
Oh.
could do
Oh,
a live
yes.
show, a live
So we can
show.
plan for
know?
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's
can
a good
plan for
idea.
that.
In the
Morning,
future, yes.
Parker. Parker, we're happy to see you. Hey, Sharon. Blessings to you, ladies. We're wrapping up now. So sorry you're coming in at this time, but a lot of love and blessings. And God willing, we see you on the next week, Saturday from Saturday
Ta-ta.
Blessings,
morning
loads of love.
runnings,
All right.
everybody.
Yes.
We're out. We're out.